Good morning. I'm News 2 meteorologist Ed Matthews. I want to get you updated on our soggy weather here in our part of the Piedmont. Appreciate you joining us here on WFMY Plus. This is the place where you can get extended weather coverage when we have adverse weather. Now, thankfully, this go round, no worries about severe weather, but yeah, we do have a concern for the possibility of maybe some flash flooding with some heavy rain over the next several days. And with that point in mind, we do have in effect a weather impact alert, not only today, but that goes through tomorrow as well. This is going to be kind of an all-day rain today through tomorrow. Not that it's going to rain heavy every minute of the day, but we will see pockets of heavier rain. We're already seeing some of that move into our part of the Piedmont. We'll check out radar in just a minute. Widespread rain, some embedded thunder is a possibility, but thankfully we are not in the severe weather outlook, and we don't expect severe weather. The setup is not as such for severe weather. The atmosphere is really kind of cool today, as temperatures will be hovering into the 60s with the rain all day long. You're definitely going to need the rain gear if you're going to be driving any time over the next 24 to 36 hours. Be mindful that with areas of heavy rain, there could be some standing water on the streets and highways, and it only takes just a little bit of water to hydroplane, so be extra careful. And another point I want to make, if you have not downloaded that WFMY News 2 weather app, get busy. It's free. It doesn't cost a dime. You can download it and you can have a weather station right in the palm of your hand. You can see live radar, and if any watches or warnings are issued for heavy rain, it'll certainly come in on that app. Already, we have a flood watch that's in effect for our area, and that's what we're doing, just watching. So far, no flood warnings, which would imply that we are definitely having flooding. But later on today and tonight, as we saturate the soils with heavy rain across the area, that certainly could lead to some warnings. So we'll keep an eye on things for you, but that weather impact alert in effect today through tomorrow. Look at these probabilities of rain, about as high as you can get today and tonight, near 100% chance of rain. We'll see rain likely coming up tomorrow, and then by Wednesday, if we can get the stubborn low pressure area to track slowly to the northeast, we're not going to clear it out, but I think we're going to start to get more of a scattered shower pattern as we move into the day on Wednesday, but still a pretty good probability of seeing some rain elements on Wednesday. It probably won't be until Thursday and Friday that we start to dry out, but even so, we're going to keep a small shower, maybe even a storm chance in the forecast for Thursday and Friday. As we see additional sunshine later this week, the temperatures are really going to heat up. We're looking at mid-80s by Thursday, and by Friday, we could get pretty close to 90 degrees here in the Piedmont. We'll check out that 7-day coming up in just a minute. But all eyes are on the radar this morning, as through the morning, we have seen pockets of heavy rain move through eastern Georgia, through South Carolina, and now some of that heavy rain is moving into our backyard. Now, you look at this and think, severe weather? No, that's not the case. This is just a general rain, but some of it is heavy. Remember, the different colors on the radar indicate the rain rate. Now, we normally associate severe storms with heavy downpours, so that's the reason when we have severe weather, you see some of these bright colors on the radar. Light green, dark green, and then when you get to the yellow, orange, and red, that's where the rain is really, really coming down. And we've got some of that in our part of the Piedmont. Davidson County, you are getting drenched right now with heavy downpours in your areas, and also in the western part of Randolph County, just to the west of Asheboro. This is part of a batch of rain that over an hour and a half ago was right near the North Carolina-South Carolina border. It's been tracking to the north and a little bit to the northwest, so this is moving into our area. Troy, Bisco, you're getting some heavy rain. Look at this, some red in here. That color red indicates some very heavy downpours associated with this batch that's over Montgomery County, some of that over Moore County as well. That'll continue to track on to the north. I think some of that'll move into Seagrove and Asheboro within the next 30 to 45 minutes. So again, there may be a rumble of thunder, but we do not expect severe weather across the area. And you can see just generous rain throughout our viewing area as these rain elements track from south to north. And that track makes total sense because our upper level low and our surface low are out to our west. So with the counterclockwise wind circulation around low pressure, it is really scooping up some deep layer moisture, not only from the Gulf of Mexico, but the Atlantic Ocean is making a contribution to this deep layer moisture as well. That moisture is overriding a warm front to our south, and that lift is what's bringing the rain to our part of the Piedmont. Look at these rainfall totals, and this is just since midnight. The numbers over our area continue to move up as some of the pockets of heavier rain work into our area. But earlier this morning, the heavier rain was over eastern Georgia and South Carolina, where parts of eastern Georgia did have several flood warnings in those areas. But look at these numbers. Over 2.5 inches of rain at Columbia since midnight, 1.32 the rain so far at Augusta, Georgia. And look at Boone, over 1.25 inches of rain there on the mountain. Not at PTI. Our numbers are moving up as the rain continues to fall. We're just shy of 1/4 inch of rain. In southern Virginia, you're going to start to get some of this heavy rain as it continues to advance on to the north. A closer inspection of the rain, Smith Reynolds Airport has got a good dose of rain so far this morning. Since midnight, nearly 0.6 inches of rain. Asheboro 0.63, our 0.22 here in Greensboro, a little over 1/4 inch of rain in Lexington. Albemarle just shy of 1/2 inch, and again some of the heavier rainfall has been out over the mountains and foothills. And as this rain continues to fall, these numbers are going up, and today, tomorrow, through Wednesday, we could rack up several inches of rain that could lead to pockets of flash flooding. No flash flooding this morning. We got to saturate the soil a little bit more, but it is being saturated rather quickly right now with the rain coming down. So I think later this afternoon and overnight tonight, we're going to be mindful that there could be some pockets of flash flooding across the area. Already, as we'll see in a minute, we have a flood watch that's in effect for our area, and that's what we're doing. We're just watching things and waiting for any warnings. Maybe we can get through this event and not have any flood warnings for our area, but that remains to be seen. The surface low is over the deep south, but it's in an ideal condition with that counterclockwise wind circulation to pull in lots of moisture from the eastern Gulf of Mexico, and with high pressure just off the Carolina coast, on the belly side of the high with the clockwise wind circulation, we are seeing some contribution of deep layer moisture moving in off of the Gulf Stream as well. And again, that moisture is lifting over this warm front and bringing rain to our part of the Piedmont. As we go through the next 24 hours from noon today until noon on Tuesday, low pressure doesn't move very much. It crawls to the north, but still overall in general, we have the same setup. We still got a moisture feed into our area, the moisture overriding a warm front, and that is going to keep more rain into our part of the Piedmont on Tuesday. Now, I do believe, based on what I'm looking at with forecast models, the heaviest rain, and this is just a possibility, will turn out to be today through tonight. But even so, tomorrow, we've got to be mindful that there could be some pockets of heavy downpours that could aggravate and lead to more in the way of flash flooding. Now, the reason for the slow movement of this system is the low pressure, or the parent low, in the upper levels of the atmosphere. It's a cutoff low. It's kind of cut off from the upper level winds in what we call the jet stream. So it's just kind of meandering around, but again, That combined with the surface low is continuing to draw in a lot of moisture off of the ocean and bringing it our way. So until this moves out, we're going to see more rain in the Piedmont. It probably won't be until later Wednesday and into Thursday and Friday that a system out over the Rockies will head our way and kind of kick this system to the northeast. And that's when we'll finally start to see some improvements in Piedmont weather. But today, tomorrow, and even through Wednesday, we got a good chance of more rain for our part of the Piedmont. Our European model is pretty much showing what we all know, the sopping wet rain elements across our area. Again, today through tonight, some pockets of heavy rain a possibility. But even tomorrow, still more generous rain could lead to more areas of heavy downpours as we go through the day on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm at least optimistic about this as we go into late Wednesday and Wednesday night. Maybe some of the steadier rain tracks onto the northeast and we get into more of a scattered shower pattern. Eventually that upper level low is going to start to move very slowly to the northeast, and we see more evidence on our European model by Thursday and Friday. Not completely taking rain out of the forecast, but I think with that upper level low and the surface low tracking to our northeast, I think we'll start to see more in the way of widely scattered showers. And with temperatures heating up, forecasting mid-80s coming up on Thursday and near 90 for the high coming up on Friday. Even though a low chance, there may be enough heat energy in the atmosphere to get an isolated storm going. Of course, isolated storms can produce some heavy downpours as well. But for the short term, with a cooler atmosphere and a pretty stable atmosphere, we don't have to worry about severe weather. Now, that's not to say that you might not hear a rumble of thunder, but we are not in the severe weather outlook for today, and we're not in it for tomorrow or Wednesday as well. Coastal southeastern North Carolina, most of South Carolina, Georgia, small part of southwestern North Carolina and into eastern areas of Tennessee around Knoxville have a low end risk of maybe a pop-up strong or severe storm for today through the evening. Our biggest concern with this, and the reason that we did issue the weather impact alert days today and tomorrow, is the possibility of a continuing rain event that supersaturates the soil and could lead to some flash flooding in a few spots. And we're in the level 2 category for the threat for some flash flooding. That is today through tonight, and then tomorrow the threat lessens a little bit, but not by much. We go down the scale just a little bit. We are in the low end risk of maybe some flash flooding during the day on Tuesday and into Tuesday evening. Now already, and if you have your WFMY News 2 weather app, you know this because you got this information on the app when the watch was issued. But all of our viewing area in North Carolina and Southern Virginia under a flood watch. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're watching things to see how things unfold over the next 24 to 36 hours. Just a watch right now, but we'll be on the lookout for the possibility, not a guarantee, that we could see some scattered flash flood warnings in our area. Of course, a watch means we're watching. A warning means that actually flooding is taking place and you need to seek action if you are part of that flood warning. So we'll watch things as we go through the next 24 to 36 hours and see if we do get pockets of heavy rain and the possibility of flash flooding. We're looking at the possibility of 2 to 3 inches of rain through Wednesday. Some of our foothill and mountain locations could get upwards of 3, maybe even 4 inches of rain during the 3-day period. So again, we got to be mindful for some flash flooding, or at least a possibility. Rain is likely today, 100% chance of rain. It could be heavy at times, not only today, but through the overnight period. 67 the high today, only slipping a few degrees down into the lower 60s tonight. More rain on the way on Tuesday, with highs in the lower 70s, around 73. Wednesday, I think the rain will be more in the form of scattered showers, and then we'll be optimistic and go mainly dry for Thursday, Friday, and maybe through the weekend. But look at the high temperatures. Boy, we really turn up the heat, looking at mid 80s on Thursday and possibly near 90 coming up on Friday. Stay with us all day today, tonight, and of course during the day on Tuesday on WFMY Plus, and we'll continue to keep you updated. We want you to stay safe. We want you to stay informed. If you got to drive, be extra careful of standing water in the streets and highways. Have a great day.